My name is Lateefah Simon, and I live in the Bay Area in the United States. I'm an activist and organizer, and I'm also a local elected official.
What do you make of COVID-19 in the United States?
COVID-19 has taken the world to its knees. What it's exposed are a number of things: our lack of preparedness for any huge disaster, not just a pandemic, both economically and from an infrastructure perspective. And I'm also extremely concerned about the livelihood of those with the least amount of safety net. What this pandemic exposes is even further inequities in our communities. It also tells us that we're all vulnerable.
Post-COVID-19, will there be an even greater danger that the ones who have been left behind will be left even further behind? Or will there be a wake-up call strong and loud enough to shake everyone into action once and for all?
Here's the wake-up call that I'm actually hoping and praying for. When you have a nation where tens of millions of people are now unemployed and they can't pay their rent or their mortgage or they're worried about groceries, and there's a federal promise to give folks a maximum of $2,400 over the next few months, the pangs of poverty will ring true across social class. What that hopefully will inspire is a unity for folks who now will really understand what it's like not to be able to make choices that they were making 4 weeks ago, to eat whatever they want, to go wherever they want. The United States is based on an idea of meritocracy and not collective unity. What this horrific, savage disease is telling us is that we actually need each other, and that folks like teachers and first responders, folks who are often paid less or demonized because they are a part of unions, that we'll learn to respect them and honor the work that oftentimes we dismiss as non-crucial. Now they are our lifeline.
When I think about the beautiful country that is America, did you know that in Chinese, America is 美国, which means beautiful country? That's the name. That's the name. I feel that the Bay Area could perhaps be the accelerator pedal.
San Francisco was the birthplace of horrific American anti-Asian sentiment, right? The Chinese Exclusion Act marks the Bay Area in its horrific racial past. Chinese Americans, folks of color, fought against those horrific policies, both locally and federally. The civil rights movement in the southern region of the United States, coupled with the vibrancy of Black liberation movements and Asian liberation movements, Latino liberation movements here. Everyone wants to be free, right? Where my mother lives in a Chinese neighborhood, and there's a Chinese association of young people who are knocking on the doors of all the elders, bringing groceries to them every single day. That is the collective power and the American promise that we know. The reality is those young people know throughout the history that African American elders, Chinese American elders, Latino elders are living in this community, one, because it's low rent and they need to be taken care of. And through this moment, my mother's opening up the door and finding groceries on her doorstep every day.
What is she getting? She told you.
She says she's getting a lot of fish. She's getting rice. She's getting bananas. She's getting fruits that she's taking pictures of, and she's asking me what they are, and I don't know. I just said put salt and pepper and olive oil and bake it. I don't know.
Black Lives Matter, saying it's no secret that whenever a crisis hits Americans, it hits our community even harder.
There's an old saying, when white Americans get a cold, Black people get pneumonia. That saying is older than my mother. Accessibility in good times to receive good health care, good food, good child care, good wages. So imagine when the United States as a whole is struggling for those exact same necessities. The inequities just are rising, and they're clear.
Tell me who are struggling.
COVID is ravaging the world. The face of COVID is everyone's face. So we are all struggling in fear and anxiety, lack of resource. Whether you have resources or not, you might not be able to get a ventilator or a bed if you become very ill. In this country, that's new. Money used to buy you everything. And this moment halts that. We're all susceptible. We're going to learn a lot about each other in the weeks to come. We're going to mourn together. I think we're going to come out a stronger people. Definitely the muscle of grief, the anticipatory grief, is we feel it. and we're preparing for, like, the promise is that the unity, the spirit, the generosity, and the reliance on community will just continue to increase. I love you dearly, Mr. James. Let's talk more. Bye, everybody.
The China Current continues its special coverage on the coronavirus outbreak. Go to our social media at The China Current and our website for interviews, videos, and podcasts. I'm James Chau. Thank you.